Good morning and welcome to Just Talk. My name is Lenore and I am your host for this day. It is a happy Saturday morning here in New Jersey, and I just wanted to hop on and for a little while. I got up this morning in a different spirit. I got up this morning and I decided that I was going to work out, and I did my 30-minute workout of what I thought would was a workout, and it definitely helped. Um, I am I am to be totally transparent. I have to continue to say these things out loud. So this is my first video in 2024 on my YouTube channel, and I wanted to just let you guys know and thank you again for all of my subscribers and the people who have followed me not only on this channel but also in my podcast, which is Just Talk with Lenore Candy Conversations, and it's on Spotify. So if you are looking to, hear my audio journal, it is there on Spotify. So in 2024, I made the conscious decision to work on me and make this be all about me. And you guys know last year was a hard and rough year, but I can say that I'm seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. And at the light at the end of the tunnel is telling me that, this too shall pass, with all of those situations that I have going on for myself, that I am on the right path of doing what I'm supposed to be doing if I be patient and wait on the Lord. So that's where I am right now. Today, waiting patiently, the light bulb moments that has happened within the past month, have been light bulb moments where I said to myself, I moved into a new apartment in a new town closest to my work and to my church, and I'm here, and everything that's in here, I did it. I put it together myself. Each curtain, each chair, each situation that come about, I did it on my own. And when I think about how good God is to me, and I'm hoping that God is good for you, and I apologize because I am trying to get the right way that this is going, so I truly do apologize. So just bear with me, ladies and gentlemen, as I get this together, and just understanding that everything that's in this apartment that had to be put together, with the exception of the bed, I put it together on my own. And each time that I faced a difficulty with putting things together, I always go back to what God has put in my spirit that says that you can do this. You can do this, and I'm doing it. So I am in this space where I am trying to allow myself to stop depending on people, places, and things that I normally rely on when I'm having difficulties. And so for the past 2 weeks, I've been feeling my most sexiest. And I'm a woman of a certain age, so those feelings are not, they in high volume today. And it's been for the past 2 weeks. So the great thing about this situation for me, I'm in celibacy, of course, but now I'm actually forced into celibacy because I'm sorry, not celibacy, abstaining from. And I'm forced to be in this place because I actually feel that removing old people, old situations away from me was kind of a good thing, because I would have messed it up by resorting back to what I know best, and that's throwing myself at other people. So I'm kind of happy and I'm lonely at the same time. So happy loneliness is what it is. And I think that I'm doing better than I thought. I incorporated different opportunities in my life where I'm getting the support from a supportive person in a group And it's not, I told you guys last year that when I first was going through what I was going through, I started going to meetings, and those meetings were for codependency. And I realized that, yes, I did have some of those traits, but the basis of it was for those men and women who are in the recovery process from alcohol and drugs. So I felt out of place once I gathered that that wasn't the right space for me. Although the information was good, and although the structure of it was amazing, but I had to remove myself from that because I felt like I was doing someone a disservice because I wasn't in recovery from alcohol and drugs, and I felt uncomfortable. So I lovingly removed myself from that situation. And so I started to wanting to develop, that style of that style of meeting to help individuals who were codependent in relationships that was not necessarily in recovery from alcohol and drugs. So I wanted to develop that at my church, and I wanted to do it where it would be a safe environment for people to come and get the support that they need through a breakup, through divorce, through grieving process, those kind of things. I wanted to bring that to my church, and I'm still going to bring that to my church, but I have to do the work for myself, because people are not going to buy in to a person. Well, yes and no. I'll just take that back. Yes and no. They'll buy into what it is that I'm doing, but to successfully be in the healing or healed, I'm never going to be healed with an ED. I'm always going to be healing with the ING, working on what it is that I need to do to heal. So it's a process. And the process is right now, again, going through all of my emotions, going through all of my feelings, and doing it by myself. And when I say by myself, I mean I have no family here. I have no support, the kind of support that I need, and that's companionship. I don't have that. And I want to be in a relationship with my spouse, like my husband. And that's what I want to do. So I thought about doing this section this episode today, and it's called In the Meantime, or The Waiting Season. So in the waiting season for me, I have developed an addition to the support that I already have with my best friends and with, my friends and co-workers that support me. I actually have joined another group, and this group is with a gentleman who is a gentleman, and he's going through the healing process from a man's perspective, but he's helping, guiding us through it. So it's women and then him, and he's very good at what he does. And he did say that I can use his name because I talked to him about it, and his name is Alex B. Dixon. And if you guys look him up, his name is Alex D. Dixon. He has a YouTube channel. He also has a TikTok, and he has an Instagram, and it's Alex B. Dixon. And in this group, he is sharing his process, and he's still working through it. So what I gravitated from him in the beginning was he would come across my TikTok, and I would see him, and he would share some encouragement. And for some strange reason, everything that he talked about was directed towards me. Like he was saying, hey, Lenore, stop letting people do this. Stop letting people do that. And so then I started looking to see, because, when you're online and you're looking at people, sometimes people are scammers, and they tend to portray something that they're not. So then I started looking at them, and I searched them out, and I, sent him an email. First, I purchased his book, and then I sent him an email, and I said, hey, how can I be in your circle? And so he sent me the information, and lo and behold, this is the second week that I've been in in his groups, and they have been working for me because I used him in a sense when I was at my most vulnerable and weakened state this week, and I used him to tell him how I was right now. And what I do for a living, I'm always giving to others to make sure that their lives are okay. But it's not reciprocated. Not saying that my clients have to reciprocate. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that I don't get the support that I need in this moment. And I identify and relate to him. And because he's actually walking through this process of healing as well. And so are the other ladies that's on the line. And so I had a consult with him, and I learned learned a little bit more about him. And I learned that, he take this very, very serious. So he's some person that is added to my support that's going to help me navigate my way through this healing process. So I'm excited about him and the group as well. So you ladies and gentlemen know that I hate weekends, and I hate weekends in the sense that I actually don't have anything to do outside of work, and I'm working right now, and I work from home on Saturdays. So again, I got up this morning and I said, I'm not going to sit here and just do nothing. I finished the movie Mea Coppola, which was really, really good. I didn't care for it in the beginning, but the ending of it was amazing. I said, you know what? Get up, make your coffee, take your medication, and work out. So I did a 30-minute workout from what I thought it would help, because I brought myself a stepper. So I did 100 steps today. I did some squats, and I'm just getting in preparation to go into the gym or work with a trainer, or getting prepared to do that. So here lies the waiting season. In the waiting season for me, while I'm waiting for my husband, I'm going to be developing myself in areas that I lack. I lack the motivation to work out. I lack, just going outside of my comfort zone. And outside of my comfort zone for me is just going out. And so this week I've been, every morning when I get up, when I go to work, I do church. So it was interesting to me. Oh, before I tell you this, I want to tell you this. My first meeting, which was last Saturday, I was speaking with the ladies from the group, and they told me to get the book by Tabitha Brown, and it's I Did a New Thing, 30 Days to Living Free. So this book is what I am also going to be incorporating into my lifestyle of development. So I have not opened it yet, only to inscribe it for myself, and I'll let you guys know what I wrote to myself the day that I received it. So I said to me, may this book lead you to more happiness, more self-love, and more abundance. Love me. So I wrote that for myself to make sure that I know that this is all about me. And again, ladies and gentlemen, that is Tabitha Brown. I Did a New Thing, 30 Days to Living Free. So I am going to be utilizing the tools in this book as well. That's going to help. So to get into my church sessions that I have in the morning at work, I watched a couple of pastors talk about the series of being single, and the first thing that I'm going to talk about today is 1 Corinthians 7. And 1 Corinthians 7, and the first boy, you guys are going to love this. And the first